Hey guys, Jesse here. Want to explain to you the keyboard tray assembly so it makes sense. If you've got multiple pieces and the slider here is off, you have the ability to connect it at various height clearances. So what you're going to want to do is align, this is the front, you've got your two sides. You can see the angled bit, that's going to be the front of your desk. Like this. And normally, like you can see on this one, the flanges are pointing outward. You could invert them and have the flanges going inward if you wanted to save space underneath your desk. If you've got really cramped amount of space between the legs, these could be inverted the other way. This will fit both same on both sides. But essentially, what you want to do is just take your slider out, and you'll see how it will line up. These holes are going to line up with these holes, and you can just pick which height you want in 1/2 inch increments. So this is the top one, you're going to get 3.5 inches. Next one down 4 inches, 4.5, 5, 5.5. And you can always change these out at a later time if you change your keyboard out or your synth or whatever you want to do. So you just take your bolt and just put it through. You get one on the end. All the holes are going to line up, so it's pretty easy. And on the other side, you want to just put your finger on it to kind of keep it in place. You can use your fingers to just get the lock nut on the other side, or if you have your Phillips head handy, that makes it easier. You just put that on. Just get each one started with your hand. Do the same on the other side, and essentially all you got to do is you need a wrench or anything to hold the lock nut in place, just to hold it tight, and then you can either turn the Phillips head to tighten it, or you could turn the lock nut, hold it with the Phillips head. Either way. You're just tightening each one. And just go down the line and do all those, and then you've got your slider locked in. Do the same thing on the other side. And then you're gonna have to connect your tray to this, so this will be off. So when you extend this all the way out, this red tab is revealed, and this is the release tab. So once you just push it down and pull it out, this comes out. Same thing on the other side. If you need to put it back in, trick is you just want this silver thing to be toward the front when you're putting it back in the groove. Put it in there. You'll hear it click in. Just do it a couple times and it's back in place. So I'm just going to show you how I would install this. I'm assuming you already have your desk, something like this, and you want to install your tray to your existing desk. So some tricks to do that would be kind of measure your whole thing. See what it is. This is 49. This desk, for instance, is 68. So some math, 49 and 68 is 20. All right, so you have your desk, you got the tray, trying to figure out how to install it. First thing you're gonna wanna do is center it. So look at your whole desk. It's about 69, and this is 49. So 10 inches on each side, right? Simple math. You kind of want to just, oh, okay, I know 10 inches, so I'll mark this. Maybe grab a pencil or something underside of your desk, a mark here. I'm just gonna do it by eye. I don't have a mark with me, but essentially I know, okay, 10 inches in is gonna work. And I just use the chair that I've got here. You might have your chair at home just to kind of get it in place. If you've got a friend that can help you hold the other side as you get one of the screws in, that's obviously very helpful. But what I would do is just get one in. And just double check, I'm at 10 inches, about right here. So whatever distance you decide from the front edge for your first one, you're just going to want to replicate that on the second one, on the other side. So in this case, this sticks out a little bit, so I'm going to put this back. You probably have one of these at home, 14-inch deep tray. This is the 12-inch deep tray. It's a little bit of a different design, but essentially the same thing. But I'm going to just put it up. I'm going to inset it back a little bit from the desk front. Hold it up. Just get one in. I'm going to measure just to see how far from the front. 2 inches in the bracket in this case. So once you have a couple in, and get rid of whatever setup you have. It's not gonna serve you anymore. And then just screw the rest of them in. And then finish them all off, and then you get your tray.